All right, in this video, we are going to be talking about adding to your network. This is so important because if you're just working off your warm market people, the people you already know, the people who are already following you, you're going to run out of people to talk to. And this business is a relationship building business. And the fun thing about adding to your network is you get to choose who you want to build a relationship with. So take the time to find people who are like you. So the first thing I suggest doing is even just sitting down and write out some qualities about yourself that you love. Write out a little bit like unique things that you're like or things that make you you. And those are the type of people you're going to want to look for, people who are like you. So for me, I search for people who are moms. I search for people who are into fitness. I search for people who are like live in the Midwest, who like outdoorsy things, who like donuts and sweets, who are like driven. So like I'm looking for those type of women who are like me. So when I'm finding these women, I am on my Instagram. I'm searching, instead of doing hashtags, I'm searching brands I love, different brands I love, and then I'm searching the people that follow them, and I'll go through their followers tab, and I'll go through those people, look at their profiles. Is it public? If it's public, and I'll search their posts, and then I'll add them if they look like somebody who is somebody I could be friends with. I also go through other people's posts that I like, other people's followers that I'm friends with who, maybe they have a lot of good engagement. Maybe the person is like an ideal client or customer or coach of mine that I would love to have on my team, but she's not interested. I will go through her followers and do the same thing. Find people who are like me, add them to my network, follow them. You can do the same on Facebook. You can add yourself to different interest groups. What are you interested in right now? I used to add myself to, I don't really add friends that much anymore on my personal page on Facebook. I do more on Instagram. But when I started, this is what I did on my Instagram or on my Facebook. I went into different interest groups. What was I interested in right at that point? So you could do, like, maybe you're pregnant right now. You could add yourself to different pregnancy groups. Maybe you can add yourself to different mom groups. There's groups for your neighborhood. There's groups for your city. There's a ton of groups all over the place. So add yourself to those groups and be interested in the people in the group. Ask questions in the group. When we first got Jax, I added myself to a Yellow Labs group and I asked questions. Whenever I had a question about him, I would ask it in this group. When I became pregnant, I added myself to some pregnancy groups. I added myself to some mom groups. And that's where I go when I have questions. I ask my questions in that group, and then I build relationships with those people. And then when I'm having that conversation with those people in the group, I add them to my network, and then I'll message them. And we'll talk about messaging in the connecting video, but this is all about adding. So you could do that. You can also go to your friends page and go through their friends. And you can totally do this if you want. Sometimes I find that, like, it's still kind of like if you're trying to get out of like your warm market people who you already kind of semi know, this isn't the best. I did this when I first started though too. I just went through like my friends and just added people that way. But my favorite way to do this is to be on Instagram and go through brands that you love. Maybe it's like brands you wear. What do you love wearing? I am obsessed with Fabletics. I'm obsessed with my Lululemons. I'm obsessed with what else am I looking? Like high quality mom stuff, baby stuff. I'm searching those kind of brands, and I'm following and finding like the people who follow them, and I'm building relationships with those people in those like markets, I guess. And then the other one, like I said, is going through to people's pages that I really admire and I love them. And I really wish they would join as a coach, but they're not interested. So I go through their followers. Those two ways are the ways I've been finding people. Oh, the other thing I've been doing lately is, since we're moving to Utah, I have been searching different cities in Utah and doing the tag part on Instagram. And I've been going through that list and adding people, following people that look like I could be friends with them when we move to Utah, and following them that way, adding them to my network that way. So those are the couple different ways you can add to your network. Make sure you're doing this every single day, whether it's 2 people or 5 people, depending on how you want to grow your network, grow your business. But if you just at least start with doing this to one new person every single day, you will have 30 new people you are following at the end of the month. So you'll have 30 new people that you can build a relationship with. 30 new people that don't know you yet that you can build a relationship with. So that's why it's so important, because your warm market people know you. These new people don't know you yet, so you can be the person you want to be. So that's why it's so important to add to your network. So that's the first thing we do, is add to our network.